This week at UTech Tips, I wanted to take a look at a website called forteachers.org. If you're not using this website as an educator, I think you're working way too hard. This website has a ton of free tools for teachers to build all kinds of assessment tools, from rubrics to checklists. There's just way too many to mention. What I did want to do, though, is focus in on one tool specifically that I have found very useful in the classroom, and that's Rubistar. Rubistar is a rubric creator for your project-based learning activities in the classroom. They've done a great job over the years of updating the site and making it even easier for teachers. One great new feature they've added is a keyword search. So if you are looking for rubrics and you don't know exactly how you want to create one yet, you can search and see what other educators have done. So let's say I'm doing one on earthquakes. I can just simply search for earthquakes, and it will bring up all the rubrics that have already been made by other educators on earthquakes. If I click on one of these links, it will take me to that rubric, and I can see what the educators did, how they were assessing their students. If I like this and I want to use this, I can print the page, or I can copy and paste this right into Word and then be able to make a couple changes to it and use it in my classroom. If you find that that doesn't work for you, you can always create your own, and it's very simple. The first thing you would have to do is register for a free account. It's very easy to do. There's a register button over here. Easy to do, takes just a few minutes to set up an account. Once you have an account, then all you have to do is log in. For a zip code, you can put in your zip code if you're in the United States. If you're an international teacher, then your zip code is just all 9s. And the zip code is just the way that they keep track of who's making rubrics and how to keep them organized inside their database. So once you're here, you can see I'm logged in now, and I can come down and I can create a new rubric from scratch. And they have already for you rubrics that are customizable. And what they've done on these rubrics is they take feedback from all the rubrics that teachers save, and then they take that information and they put it into their customizable rubrics and make them even better. So for example, let's say that we're doing a product and you're having your students make a brochure. So here is a rubric that is already made that you as a teacher just need to choose what you're going to assess the students on. So I'm going to just put, this is my name of my project. I'm just going to write testing in for now. Down here you can decide whether this is temporary, or do you want to make this permanent and allow other teachers to look for it when you do that keyword search. Now here's the best part, and I think this is set out so nicely. The first thing you'll notice is they've already got your categories 4, 3, 2, 1. You can change that if you want to use excellent, above average, average, below average, or however you want to set that up. You can do that. The second part is then just choosing your category. So for under creating a brochure, here are all the different preset categories that you can assess kids on. So for example, you want to make sure students include a source. I click on source, and Rubistar automatically puts in what the definitions for a 4, 3, 2, and 1 are. I come down to the next one, and I say I want to assess the kids on spelling and proofreading. Again, it automatically sets in these the descriptions for a 4, 3, 2, 1 in the boxes. Now, if I want to make any changes to that, I can then click in this box, and let's say I don't like the way this is worded, I can change the wording. So I can go through and I can add a couple descriptions. If I don't like any of the categories, I can name my own category and then write in the descriptors out here. Now you notice there's a lot of boxes. You don't have to use them all. If I just want to be assessing the students on these 3 things, all I have to do is fill in those 3 things. I can scroll to the bottom and I click submit. And there you have it. I've created my rubric. You can see it's taken out all those empty cells, and there's my small, short, compact little rubric that I can make now that I can assess kids on. And I have 2 options down at the bottom. I can print this document or download it to my computer, or I can make it available online. If you make it available online, then that allows other teachers to look at it, and again, it'll give you a web address that you can connect to your website, and then kids can go there to see what the rubric is that you're grading them on. This is just a fabulous site. I cannot tell you how easy it is to run this site and how much I think it's going to save you loads of time in the classroom building rubrics. If you do any kind of project-based learning, use rubrics at all, I think that you are really spending way too much time if you're not using this tool. So that is Rubistar by 4teachers.org. Again, I encourage you to look at other tools they have here at this site. There's just wonderful, wonderful free tools for educators. So that's it, and this is another UTech tip.